call to order this regular meeting of the Kingman Unified School District, November 13th at 4:30. Will you stand and recite the pledge, please? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Item number 3 on the agenda, roll call. Tony Henry.
Lori Grant. Susan Collins.
Roger Cox.
We have a quorum. Item number 4, call to the audience. I don't have any. All right, so we will move on to the most exciting thing on the agenda. Item number 5, Dr. Dorner, I'll turn it over to you.
President Henry, members of the board, I would like to introduce Liz Albin, Director of Curriculum and Assessment, to lead us in a celebration recognition of some amazing students in our district.
Thank you, Dr. Dorner. President Henry, members of the board, and members of our community, today we have the privilege of recognizing some truly exceptional students, those who have achieved perfect scores on Arizona's statewide assessments given last school year. These assessments measure not only what students know, but also how deeply they understand and can apply their learning. Earning a perfect score is an extraordinary accomplishment. It represents consistent effort, perseverance, and a true commitment to excellence. It also reflects the dedication of their teachers and families who have supported and inspired these students every step of the way. Each of these students demonstrated mastery at the highest level, setting an example for their peers and showing what's possible when determination meets opportunity. On behalf of KUSD, I am proud to present these awards in recognition of their outstanding achievement. Please join me in congratulating these students from across our schools who have reached this remarkable milestone. Students, we are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish next. So what I'd like to do is we'll take you, I'll announce about 10 certificates at a time, so those students can come up and shake hands with Dr. Dorner and members of the board. Members of the board, if you wouldn't mind joining us out here. We'll have a photo opportunity, and then we'll have the next round of students come up.
You can just come along here. Come by us and go up the front.
We don't have everybody here tonight, but I will recognize every student who earns a perfect score. So Jacob Baldwin, grade 5 math. Aubrey Brewer, grade 4 math. Weston Bullen, grade 3 math.
All these people. Come up here and then we'll get a group picture. And think about it, there are 7,000 students in our district. So these students just really rose to the top of these scores.
Samara Contreras Delgadillo. Drew Cook. Carson Krieger. Robert Crosby. Eliana Dawson. Kason Drybread. Logan Ellico. Brooklyn Gifford. Wyatt Gifford. Andrew Hammond. We'll do a quick picture and then we'll allow the next
to kind of get a little bit closer to each other. More on this side.
Yes, parents can take
All
pictures too.
parents.
A little bit. All right.
You can also share the YouTube link with all of your family that isn't here. It's all being recorded. You guys can all watch it when you're like 25 and remember that. There you go.
Thank you, students. You can go join your families. Lindsay Hawes. Ryan Hawes. Nathan Jones. Harper Langford.
Awesome job.
Raymond Marcolet.
Nice, and you have your shirt on.
Jaden Freya Plaza. Nolan Quinn. Olivia Reynolds.
Hi, Olivia.
Killian Rivera. Gage Schooley. Nicholas Stagg. Emmett Starnes. Journey Walker. Riley Weiss. Sadie Weiss. Samuel White. I know she's here. Sophie Wiegren. Hayden Willestein. Colton Woolsey. Yeah, and then parents, feel free to.
That doesn't do this mom.
There we go.
I almost told her that. Doesn't like being the center of attention.
Parents, thank you so much for being here. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, or you're welcome to take your students and leave. We appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you. Sir Matt, you're on deck. You're on deck. You guys are going to go after Sir Matt. Okay. Sorry, should I do that? I just want to let the guys get it. I don't think so. Oh yeah, you're going to give it up then. I just want to let them keep it.
Are we good? All right, guys, ready? Come on up.
Should I introduce? President Henry, members of the board, I would like to introduce Vice Principal Donna Osman from Servat with another group of absolutely extraordinary students that we're so proud of. They're going to talk about the conference that they attended, Speak Up, Stand Up, and Save a Life.
Right. President Henry and members of the board, thank you for allowing us to share our experience at the Speak Up, Stand Up Youth Conference 2025. We have our students that are going to present. They have created a team at our school to share their knowledge that they learned from the youth conference to bring back to our students at Servat. So very proud of them. Our school counselor.
Melinda Pulley, school counselor, who's this lady.
We've teamed up to really bring this to life and create this group of leadership. So, all right, you ready? You guys gonna share? Okay, so I'm going to present some pictures from our conference. This is what first of all, our leadership team, they decided on this name called Charging Rams, and we created a mission statement. Hayden, do you want to read the mission statement? It's right there on the board if you want to read it from there too.
We're the Charging Rams, and that means takes initiative for positive change,
Right.
helps kindness, and okay.
Right, that's spreading kindness. All right, Tony, you ready? Want to put this down a little bit?
You can take it
Right
out.
hand.
Can they take it out and hand it to them?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Okay, you want to read? Here's some just pictures of the Be Kind crew and us with a bunch of some presenters that were at that conference. All right, go ahead, Tony.
The experience I had was a good experience because I had yummy food. They did a show too, and I definitely would go again. And I learned how to be calm. We have made a Charging Rams club. It is a Serpat Leaders.
It's true. Good job. Go ahead, Chico. So, you got it. Just let me hear your voice.
Hi, my name is Xavier Taylor, and I learned that we are like bottles of soda, and the more emotions we show, the more the soda shakes. Then after a while, the soda will explode, causing
Explodes with emotion. So one of the experiments that they were talking about with our students was showing them an example of a bottle of soda and how when we pin up all of our emotions and you shake that soda bottle and shake that soda bottle, it can come to explode. So we talked about ways of calming down, and that's what he's explaining too. Good job, True. Good job, True.
I learned how to calm down. I have fun. I would like to go again. The best was learning different strategies when we feel upset.
Very good. Good job. Thank you.
I'm Isabel Armstrong, and what I learned at the youth conference is that I learned how to stay calm and express my feelings, and they called themselves the Be Kind crew. It made me feel happy to express my emotions, and I also learned about how to tell an adult about depression, suicide, grief, abuse, and bullying, how it made me feel like I can express my feelings and won't be judged or made fun of, and I would like to go there again, and what I remember is how to stay calm. Hi, I'm Madeline Scott, and the experience of the conference taught me the importance of looking for signs of being bullied and depression. I had experience of getting bullied, and I would want to be with people during it, like people was with me too during the bullying.
Good job. Good job. All right, Hayden.
So my name is Hayden Doris, and I learned about the reasons to be kind and how to feel less sad and how to use breathing techniques.
Good job. So thank you again. We are going to be carrying this forward all year long. We meet once a month, and they are sharing and spreading the word in different ways across our campus. So this is our Be Kind crew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually perfect, because I was thinking about mentioning it for others. There were a lot of high school, junior high. We were like one of the only elementary schools, but we have a lot of schools you can take, not as many, maybe 3 or 4 next year. And all the high school, junior highs, all of us can go, not just our school, and it's just a great experience.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right, finally for our reports this evening, President Henry and members of the board, I would like to invite Tracy Humphreys and Anthony from SSC to give our annual report of our relationship, which we love, with SSC on grounds, facilities, and maintenance.
Well, how are you doing?
Good evening. I'm Tracy, and this is Anthony, in case you're
How are you doing?
we are going to be presenting the Strategic Partnership Review for SSC and KUSD. Our organization has some changes this year. Our CEO is new. He actually came from Compass, and he is from Britain. He has a lot of fresh ideas. Culture is very strong with him. That is something we have already been practicing, but it's nice to see the whole company start to do that. And then Anthony has become our project manager. Ivan Mendoza is our assistant maintenance director. And then Adriana is our new custodial director. What is really nice about all this is they are actually from within. So they are all working for us. They are no one that was brought in. They have bought into the culture, and they have decided that they want to continue to progress with SSC and KUSD.
And where do your kids go to school, Anthony?
Yeah.
Manzanita, so
Yes.
got two of my boys there.
Yes. So what we're going to go over is key performance indicators, custodial update, facilities update, grounds update, and then before and after, SSC culture, and what is next.
So we'll start with the maintenance KPI update. So our work order completion is at 99.32%. We have total PM work orders completed over 6,000 and nearly 4,000 corrective maintenance work orders. We have an average time of 7 days. That's from start to finish. So that's when the requester puts it in, from when it is assigned, from when the task is completed. Our work orders submitted just in this year alone was over 11,000 work orders. Our customer service score is 4.5 out of 5. We take a lot of pride in that one. So all the schools throughout this district have a survey that they do and give us their honest feedback on where we can improve and excel. And had a pretty good year, and we continue to strive to do better. Our PM to CM ratio is 63%. Anything over 50% is excelling. So we're really striving to even get that number better. Our PM completion rate is at 100%. This is PMs from HVAC to fire extinguishers to emergency signs, doorstop, all that encompassed. But the biggest thing is our PM for our HVAC. We service over 700 units, and it's not easy, but the team takes pride in make sure that the units are operating for heating and cooling year round. Our dashboard update, this is our summer cleaning task. This is really focused for our custodial department, and it gives it basically each classroom, hallway, cafeteria, gym gets a sheet, and that is watched hard. It is, sorry, drop that there. Our custodial directors take pride and actually go through this checklist to make sure that the standard is the same all across. So whether it's Black Mountain you're walking, Surbat, or Wallapai, they're all getting the same standard of cleaning. And it's not just during the summer that we focus. Summer's the more high traffic areas, but we do take this and we also implement it during the winter break, fall break, and intercession break. Our work orders by type. This really gets to showcase all three aspects of our account, from custodial to grounds to maintenance, and that entails corrective work orders, preventive, request, routine, administrative, events, projects, and follow-ups. So there we have projects is probably the one that's right under 90, but this also adds different variables that we can't control. So we work with a couple of subcontractors, material taking a little bit too long, so that delays the process just a bit. But overall, we're at a 96.72. So we're still room for improvement, but we're doing pretty good.
So custodial projects, the very top pictures are Mount Tipton and Lee Williams cafeterias, then White Cliffs and Lee Williams foyer, Black Mountain and Kingman Middle School hallways. So we need to focus on our heavy traffic areas first. So when you're walking into the school, your hallways, of course your classrooms, those need to be your top priority, and that's what we focus on. Then when we have the additional time, like he was talking about, we can get into the less used areas and also take care of those. But these type of areas are done every break, over the summer break. And it just really gives a nice look when you come into the school.
And here we have maintenance project highlights. So our team takes on small, medium-sized, large projects. We take a lot of pride of doing everything in-house. Not only does it let us showcase what our team is capable of doing for KUSD, but it also saves thousands of dollars for KUSD keeping it all in-house. On the top left, you'll see that there we're working at Surbat. We're doing an irrigation line for a future FFA project that might happen there, which fingers crossed, we'll be excited for that. Top right, you have Brandon Chavera there, our lead plumber. We had an emergency water line break at Manzanita. bottom left there, we have an HVAC unit that we're, topping off adding refrigerant and replacing motor. And really fun project that we just did at Manzanita. We replaced all the majority of the kinder rooms there with carpet squares, cove base. It just gave it a new modern look. It was really exciting for the team.
And then grounds, we've really been focusing on grounds for your first impression when you go onto a campus is going to be your grounds. We want that to be a wonderful, weed-free look. We've done some beautifications at locations, as you can see in the right-hand upper corner. That is Black Mountain, that they did a paw print. It's nothing big, but it's a little something that catches your eye as you come onto the campus. It's cost-effective, it doesn't cost a lot of money to do it, and it just really, you can tell that someone cares. We have a new she's newer grounds employee that has taken over the robot, and she is amazing. So KMS was in the championship at KHS, and she was able to paint the Bobcat on the field for them. That gives them something to look forward to when they go to the high school. So it was awesome. I mean, we were so proud of her. She's really, really done a nice job. But we are aerating, we are overseeding. All the fields have been done. So if you've been at any of the schools, you'll see a difference in the greenery and how it's looking. So it's something we're really focusing on, and it is paying off.
So here we have take a look at the differences before. As I was mentioning earlier, the Manzanita emergency. So the way it was designed was long ago, early 60s. So it sat very low. If anything got in there, a lot of corrosion happened to pipes. Right on the right of that, after we went ahead and configured it to be a lot better, we added less 90s, we added some shutoff valves to make it easier to work on, and a new PRV. So everything always looks nice, shiny, but besides it being new, it's also how we develop it to make sure the longevity is there for it. On the right, you have Wallapai. We added new flooring in there. The concrete underneath was a challenge. As you can tell, we have Mr. Ivan showcasing his concrete skills to make sure we have it back to level to allow us to lay some new vinyl plank flooring and make it a cleaner look for the students there and a lot easier to clean up in those wet areas. We also have the school, the left side is Lee Williams. So you have your before and after, and just like Ms. Tracy was saying, there's Bianca working on the LW before Friday night. She takes a lot of pride in what she does. She's very excited. And on the right, Mount Tipton's gym. That's a very high traffic area. The middle schools and elementaries, they use their gym for lunch and PE, so it gets used a lot. You could tell on the left side, and then the right side, our custodial team did a really good job of bringing it back to life.
Culture. So this was a little fun. We try to, any opportunity that we have to show our employees how much we appreciate them, we take it. Appreciation Week is something we started last year, and we start on Monday. We have little games every day. It's just a paper. It's like word search, whatever it is, and they really enjoy that. And then we have a winner every single day. And then on Friday is the big kickoff where we have a theme, which as you can see was sports this year. Anthony was one of our refs all day, whistle. I'm like, take it away, take it away. But we do a lot of team work together that we're able to do different games and things like that. We brought in Bandit Barbecue. Little shout out to them. They did an amazing job. I don't know if anybody else has tried them before. Dr. Dorner came and had lunch with us. The crew was so appreciative that she took time out of her busy schedule to come and spend some time with us. But it was a huge hit, and it just really, oh, okay, he's turning me. It's just a way, anytime you have a service department, it can become mundane. It can be something you do the same thing every single day. So you need to let them know how important it is. And they are presenting for our students and our staff. So we appreciate them. our future. So what we'd like to continue is the beautification projects. They'll be a little different in each school based on, we're using our grounds employees to give us ideas. We want them to buy into this, and they're doing it. I mean, they're like, what about this and what about that? It's exciting. So, and then assets, our life cycle of repair and replace. That is something we have to really focus on so that instead of an emergency happening, we know the life cycle is up, we have to plan to replace. We keep things going, but eventually you cannot. So, yeah. Potential SFB projects, we have the Kingman High School boiler, and we also have Wallapai Elementary new roof. Those are things that we are working very closely with Margot and with Michelle, she is here too, I believe, we are able to get them the information that they need so that they can put in the paperwork and get approval to do these larger projects so that it does not cost the district the money. Oh, one last thing. We just want to stress how appreciative we are with KUSD of the teamwork. It is something that we can work through things, we can talk through things, and we always come up with a solution, but we never feel like it's SSC over here and it's KUSD over here. We always feel like we're a team. We are on the map. Kingman, everyone at SSC knows who Kingman is because we're doing things right. Training is happening here. They're sending us employees. Hey, can you train this new director? Can you train this new maintenance guy? Because they know we're doing it right. We had a potential client come and visit us. That was really exciting. He's a really neat guy, but he wanted to see how we do things, and they said, take him to Kingman. We have bought into this program. We have bought into KUSD. We do not want to go anywhere. So.
We love it here.
We do. We do. Any questions?
What makes something an event? On your slide?
On our slide, so
Yes.
it'll be where walk away from drugs, or they're doing, Wallapai does the grandpa, or tea with grandpa, or, all of those different making of events.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Any request, with the event, just a little bit more on that, any request that they would need anything from us for an event. So coverage, want to make sure it's cool enough, setup, anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Just a few questions here. What is an SFB project?
That is a state-funded project. Yes.
And what is a PRV?
PRV is pressure regulator valve. That pertains to the water repair at Manzanita.
You're way above my head with you.
Sorry about that. Yeah, pressure regulator
It gets
valve.
going and it's like,
Sorry.
Okay, and what is PM and CM?
PM is preventative maintenance, and CM is corrective maintenance.
I see, okay, great. I'd just like to make a comment. I imagine most of the board members feel similarly. I'm really appreciative of what you folks are doing. And I can see that you take pride in your work, and you've expressed appreciation for KUSD, and I'm just really glad that you're working with us.
Thank you so much.
We
are
appreciate being had here, so
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes.
I have a question. I noticed when you were talking about the elementary schools, you talked about the gym being a high traffic area, which it absolutely is. Are the music room, the computer lab, and the library considered on the same traffic level as a regular classroom, or are they slightly different?
Based on usage, the library probably, out of those that you just told me, usually is carpet, so it does not get the wear and tear as a tile floor, but they are just as important because you do have a large group of students going to those areas.
Because I know when I was the music teacher, I had 200 students a day through my classroom.
Yes.
And so, the maintenance that was needed on the carpet was definitely more than a regular classroom.
Right, exactly. Actually, we, at Desert Willow, had tile in the music room, and that was something that got switched out to carpet tile.
We installed carpet switch.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they have carpets.
Yes, yes, they were very
Noticed
excited.
installation as well too, so it
Yes.
helped
Yes.
a little bit.
You saved a lot of children's hearing by doing that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you very much for your presentation. We do appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Do you have anything else? All right. That will take, thank you very much for the presentations today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Much celebration going on. Item number 6 is the routine orders of business. Are there any items the board would like to pull from the routine orders? Okay, then if there's something that we want to discuss further, would there be a motion then to approve the routine orders of business?
I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second.
Okay. Last chance for comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to item number 7, which is the second reading in policy as recommended by ASBA for advisory numbers 917 through 959.
President Henry, members of the board, these are those clerical changes that we talked about at the last board meeting, but we will be happy to answer any specific questions that may have arisen in the last month.
Any questions from the board? There were some pretty significant items here, like transportation and bus safety, food services, security. And so I didn't see anything that was major in changes because they were just doing the reorganization and enhancing clarity was the words that they continue to use. But I just really want to make sure that they weren't changing anything that is important to us in those areas.
No, I would agree with you. They're significant policies, but the changes were minor word changes.
All right, then, if there's no further discussion, then would there be a motion to accept the policy advisory changes as submitted?
I'll move to accept the policy advisory changes as submitted.
Second. All right.
I'll second that.
All right. Any other comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 8, approve the memorandum of understanding between MSTEP and KUSD for staff to provide one-on-one support to students.
President Henry, members of the board, and I do have Michelle here if you have any questions. This is, MSTEP is the nonprofit that deals with opioid use, and they have provided us opportunity to hire staff per school to work with students as outlined in the MOU. We did start this last year, and we recommend that we continue.
Any questions from the board?
So this is a group that sends counselors or something to work with the students, or?
Yeah, we have volunteer staff at each, well, they volunteer to be the MSTEP representative to do one-on-one interactions with students who might be at risk, and then the grant funding comes through the MSTEP and pays our district employees for the additional time they put in with students. It's a little bit, an extra adult in the students' lives, you know,
Right.
help support them.
How do they identify the students that might be at risk?
Go ahead. And
President Henry, members of the board, thank you for this opportunity. Our MSTEP representatives, the staff that works in the school, usually have a direct link to the school counselor, or they're identified by the staff, the school day teacher. Other routes that they've used is they themselves have found indicators in the students, and then they do have to seek that parental permission in order for that to be a two-way communication.
That's good, so the parents are involved too then?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good.
Any others?
I've got a question. I noticed it said that we would identify a minimum of 12 eligible students. Is there a logic to that minimum number?
It's approximately 1 student per campus because that's what the MSTEP funding was approved for.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve. I'll second.
Last chance for questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very much. Item number 9, to approve a book that has been on display for the required 60 days that started on September 9th, 2025 for middle school, grades 6 through 8, A Long Walk to the Water.
President Henry, I'm sorry, President Henry, members of the board, this novel's gone through the approval process. It has been to the curriculum committee on August 19th, which led to it being put on display on September 9th. There have not been any comments made to me about the book, so we're bringing it to you for approval to be used at the middle school level.
I love this book.
Yes, so it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to make a motion?
I will move to accept this. Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Number 10 is also an approval for a book that has been on display for the required 60 days that began on September 9th. This one is The Barcode Tattoo.
President Henry, members of the board, this novel has also gone through the curriculum adoption process, starting with the curriculum committee meeting on August 19th, and it was on the September 9th board agenda for public display. Again, I have not received any comments about this book from the public, so we're bringing it to you for approval.
What's it about?
The Barcode Tattoo. We do have the teacher here, Mrs. Roush, if you wanted to be able to come up and
No.
she can't wait to.
So what's it about? It's dystopian, so it's in the future, and it's about society putting barcodes on people for the purpose of keeping all of their information private. You know, so all of your information is on the barcode. Like, you don't have to do banking any other way, or you know, anything. Everything is based on this barcode, which then goes horribly awry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's all those different things that go into it, and it's a group of kids that start to push back because they have to do it by the time they're 17 is when they have to do it. And at first it's voluntary, and then it becomes a have to, and they do pushback, and then there's, you know, just a lot of talking about the purpose and what they see happening in society because of this thing that's supposed to be so convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that is a potential thing to really happen.
Right,
Kind of scary.
it's very current, and you know, I have lots of current articles to read with it, and because they talk a lot about DNA, so there's also a DNA project, or like science project that I do with it, so you know, lots of cross-curricular stuff with it.
Yeah, and I just, when I was reading it, and I know it said in the future from when it was published, but it's set in 2025.
Yeah, it starts like March of 2025. Yeah, but it is clearly, you know, way future, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, it's, I think, I applaud you for taking this on. It's, it stirred up some disturbances within me as an adult, and I'm sure that will come out in discussions in your classroom, and thank you for having the courage to have those discussions with your students.
Oh, I think it's very important, you know, to help, because I do 8th grade, right? So it's, they're, and what I tell them is, you know, in 4 years, or you're going to be voting for our next administration, and it's kind of important for you to understand not only the policies and the politics, but how to figure out, you know, your own opinion, not, you know, who you were raised by or what you see in the media, but how do I create my own opinion? So, and I think this is a really good opportunity to start that.
Absolutely.
I also read it, and I thought it was pretty heavy, and was going to question being for 8th grade students. Is it for all 8th grade students?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the inclusion as well. Yeah. Yeah.
It's got pretty deep stuff. So.
It does, and we, you know, delve into all of that. And, yeah. Yeah, I think they will catch on pretty good.
Do the students have to read it? Or, I mean, is it a book that's for the curriculum for the whole school, or is it just an optional book in the class?
No, it would be part of my curriculum.
But I will say that if there is an objection from a family, there would be an optional, a different book that students could read instead.
Right, yeah.
So I was just thinking too that it might be kind of scary for some of the 8th graders, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It may be scary.
They grew up way.
No.
Yes, it may be scary for some, but a lot of them are ready for it.
I agree.
I don't know, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I absolutely do, yeah.
I would say it's a good time.
Mhm,
It's a
absolutely.
good age
Mhm.
for starting the conversation even. But they may not understand the in-depth application, but at least it starts the question.
Right, gets them questioning instead of going, oh, I read this on Facebook, so it must be true.
Well,
you
and
know.
the critical thinking that this is gonna produce, I think is paramount, because and the debate's just between your students,
Mhm.
teaching them how to debate in a civilized manner, which is
Right.
not something we see a lot of,
No?
you know, modeling done. So, you know, it's a heavy book, it's heavy topics, but, I mean, I want our kids having these conversations, I want them exposed to this before they're gonna vote next week.
Because it happens so fast. It's crazy.
And it's stuff they need to ruminate on and kind of let it bubble around.
I'm so excited you guys read the book. That kind of excites me. Yeah.
Can't approve something we don't know what it is.
If I'm voting on it, I'm reading it.
That's good. I appreciate that. I really enjoy it, so I'm excited that you read it. All right then, would board members like to make a motion?
I move to approve the book.
I'll second.
All right, last chance for questions or comments. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
coming
coming
and
and sharing.
explaining
No problem.
your
Yes.
plan.
Anytime.
That really
Thank you
helps.
for approving it. All right, that brings us to item number 11, to approve the listed donations. Is there a motion to approve the listed donations?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second, and thank you to everyone who donated.
Yes, thank you. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That brings us to item number 12, which is a possible motion to move into executive session for Arizona Revised Statute 28-431.03A1 to discuss a request to be released from employment by April Moulton and Samantha Newman.
I'll make a motion to move into executive session.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
stole my chairs.
All right, is there a motion to reconvene into regular session?
I'll make a motion to reconvene.
I'll second.
And just as a note, discussions in executive session cannot be discussed in the public arena, so each case is different. Then item number 14, is there a motion to, on the request by April Moulton, a teacher, to be released from her fiscal year 2025-26 employment contract effective October 23rd, 2025.
I would like to make a motion to accept the resignation or release of contract of April Moulton without imposition of a fee and without reporting to the state.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 15, is there a motion to, on the request by Samantha Nguyen, teacher, to be released from her fiscal year 2025-26 employment contract effective November 3rd, 2025?
I would like to make a motion regarding Samantha Nguyen to approve the request to be released from the contract, but with the imposition of a fee and with reporting to the board the breach of contract.
Is there a second? You have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That brings us to item number 16, board comments. Any comments from the board?
Well, I would like to share that Lee Williams High School is going to be hosting a sock war, and we're bringing community members involved. I'm not. But it's going to be Northern Arizona Fire against Kingman Fire, and the fire guys are actually going to be the ones wrestling. So if you want to attend, it should be a good time.
You said it's November 20th?
November 20th.
Do you have a time?
3, I think. It's during the school day. Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments?
I've really enjoyed seeing all of those students recognized.
I have another one.
Go ahead.
So at First Friday, I think our bus looked phenomenal.
Yes.
And so thank you to everyone who volunteers and helps.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. Anything else? Last call.
I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Dorner and all the school staff that are here and the work they put in to the school district, and I appreciate the board too.
As we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I'll close it out with the Lee Williams go-kart. We'll be getting a donation tomorrow at the track at Las Anita at 10. If anybody wants to come and see their very nice donation.
I'll be there.
I'll be there too. All right, with that, that's item number 17. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Adjourned. Thank you again.